What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Prince YouTube PS Compulsion signing in here, aka Prince Anthony, and in this video, we are going to be doing a what if Kristaps Porzingis was never traded New York Knicks rebuild here on NBA 2K20 featuring Porzingis and my man RJ Barrett. Before we get into things, I gotta introduce this series to you guys because obviously I've never really done this before on my channel, and I'm just uploading a video and not giving you guys no context into what I'm doing. Basically, from now on, I am gonna be doing rebuild challenges slash what if challenges for like more of the modern times, not the past NBA. So I won't be doing what if like Derrick Rose never got injured challenges. Like, bro, that's in the past. Let's leave that in the past. We're gonna be focusing on more modern NBA action or more modern NBA what ifs. And I know what some of you guys may be thinking, wait, PS Compulsion, didn't you say that you don't like one episode rebuilds? Well, that is true. I don't. But the one episode rebuilds that I don't like is when people do rebuilds for like the Golden State Warriors when they had Steph Curry, KD, Klay Thompson. When they had that squad, I saw people doing rebuilds for the Warriors. I'm like, bro, what are you guys doing? What are you rebuilding? Also, rebuilds with Anthony Davis and LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, bro, those rebuilds don't make any type of sense. So I do hate one episode rebuilds, and those are the type of rebuilds that I hate. Rebuilds? Rebuilds. I need to pronounce that right. But nonetheless, I did post a rebuild challenge video or what if challenge on my channel before, back when Kevin Durant signed with the Golden State Warriors. I made a video saying what if Kevin Durant actually signed with the New York Knicks during free agency. I think that was in 2016, yeah, 2016, and he teamed up with Porzingis, and that video was actually pretty fun to make. In addition to me doing my series such as my Charlotte Hornets My GM 2.0 series or my Las Vegas Royals My League series, links are in the description if you guys want to check out those episodic series. Just click the link in the description. In addition to those series, I'm going to be doing rebuild challenges slash what if challenges for, you know, the modern NBA. So leave a comment in the comment section below, because from now on, I'm going to be giving you guys shout outs. If you leave me a good challenge in the comment section and I do that challenge, you are going to get a shout out. Your comment will be in my video. So make sure and leave those comments in the comment section below. Make sure you check out my other videos. But anyways, it's time to get into this what if challenge featuring Porzingis and RJ Barrett. So last season, if you guys did not know, or you've been living under a rock, hopefully you haven't been living under a rock, Kristaps Porzingis was traded by my New York Knicks to the Dallas Mavericks. And in that deal, my Knicks got Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews, and 2 future first-round draft picks and financial flexibility. Meanwhile, the Dallas Mavericks got Kristaps Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, and Courtney Lee. But what if Kristaps Porzingis never requested a trade? What if Kristaps Porzingis was actually happy playing with my New York Knicks, playing in the city of New York? What if that trade never happened? Well, if that trade never happened, free agency 2019 will be totally different. So first off, let's get this Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant BS out of the way. As Kevin Durant said, people were speculating that he was going to go to New York. Everybody assumed the New York Knicks, but like he said, no one said they were going to the New York Knicks. So Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving was never going to sign with the Knicks. That did not happen, so we can mark them off of the list. So we didn't get any All-Stars during free agency, but we did draft RJ Barrett with the 3rd overall pick in the NBA draft. Zion went number 1 to the New Orleans Pelicans, and Ja Morant number 2 overall to the Memphis Grizzlies. So now we have RJ Barrett and Kristaps Porzingis. Those are going to be our 2 main players that we are going to be building around for this New York Knicks franchise. Now going back to free agency 2019, we signed Julius Randle, Bobby Portis, Taj Gibson, Wayne Ellington, Elfrid Payton, Marcus Morris, and Reggie Bullock. Those are the players that we signed, but since we do have Porzingis still on the squad because the trade never happened, and we don't have as much financial flexibility as we would have had if we traded Porzingis, a lot of these signings didn't happen. Based on the way that the roster was constructed, since we still have Porzingis and not as much financial flexibility, we still managed to sign Julius Randle, we still managed to sign Bobby Portis to back up Mitchell Robinson or take his starting spot in the starting lineup. Knowing the New York Knicks, they'll put Bobby Portis in the starting lineup over Mitchell Robinson. But players like Taj Gibson was never signed. Wayne Ellington was never signed. Marcus Morris signed with the San Antonio Spurs. Reggie Bullock was never signed. But we did still need a backup point guard. So we did end up signing Elfrid Payton because literally the only other point guard on our squad is Frank Ntilikina. Remember, the trade never happened, so we never got Dennis Smith Jr. So those are the players that we did sign to the squad. And at the end of free agency, we went over the salary cap to re-sign Kristaps Porzingis to his 5-year max deal with the New York Knicks. So now looking at our roster heading into the 2019-2020 NBA season, we got Elfrid Payton, Frank Ntilikina, and Kadeem Allen, who we decided to keep during free agency. Those are all of our point guards. Then moving on to the shooting guard position, we still have Courtney Lee, we still have Damian Dotson, we still have Alonzo Trier, and of course we got RJ Barrett, who we drafted with the 3rd overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft. Moving on to the small forward position, we drafted Iggy Porzingis, we still got Kevin Knox, and we still have Tim Hardaway Jr. because of course that trade with Porzingis never happened. And then moving on to the power forward position, we got Porzingis, of course, Julius Randle, who we signed during free agency, and last but not least, Ivan Rabb, and finally the center position, Mitchell Robinson and Bobby Portis. So this is our roster for the 2019-2020 NBA season. To be honest, the roster doesn't look too bad, but at the same time, the roster isn't the best. So I expect it to fall somewhere in the middle pack of bad and worse. We're probably gonna be in the lottery, to be honest with you guys. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But before I simulate to the end of the season, we are keeping David Fizdale. He's still on the squad. He's not on the hot seat yet because he didn't get a chance to coach Kristaps Porzingis since we signed him last season. So David Fizdale still going to be our coach. So at the end of the 2019-2020 NBA season, we finished with a 29-53 record. RJ Barrett got a chance to team up with Kristaps Porzingis. He returned from his ACL injury. He is fully healed. This was his first season back with the New York Knicks, and we did pretty well, to be honest. I mean, I know it's still a 29-win season, but hey, we still got a chance to develop a lot of our younger players, and we were low-key competitive, bro. Low-key. 29 wins isn't too bad at all. But now looking at the NBA awards for this season, averaging 15 points per game, 8 rebounds, coming off the bench, the 6th man of the year was our own Julius Randle. That's pretty dope. And now looking at the player stats for that NBA season, a lot of our players played pretty well. Julius Randle, like you know, he averaged 15 points per game. Bobby Portis, 13 points per game. But then RJ Barrett, in his rookie season, 17 points per game. That is extremely good. Kristaps Porzingis averaged 23 points per game. Well, 23.6 points per game. Pretty good for both of our main players like RJ Barrett and Porzingis. Hopefully next season they could improve on that because we didn't even make the playoffs. And although we didn't make the playoffs, the Brooklyn Nets made it to the NBA Finals, matched up against the Los Angeles Clippers, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They lost. Thank God. The Los Angeles Clippers are your NBA champions. I would rather them than the Brooklyn Nets, bro. Of course. So now we get to the offseason, and check this out. My man Rick Carlisle retired from the NBA. The dude did not get Porzingis in the trade to match up with, well, not really match up, pair up with Luka Doncic. My man's retired. I feel so bad for my man Rick Carlisle, bro. Like, all he has is Luka on the squad now. Who else do you have? Luka and Dennis Smith Jr.? Come on, bro. So after a 29-win season, we were projected to have the 7th overall pick in the NBA draft, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It went to the Charlotte Hornets, meaning we move into the top 4, and with the 4th overall pick in the NBA draft, it goes to us, the New York Knicks. Thank God for those new draft lottery percentages in terms of like who gets the top pick. The percentages are now like almost even, to be honest. So now anybody has a chance of moving into the top 5. That's pretty lit right there. Well, not anybody, but you guys know what I mean. And with the 4th overall pick in the NBA draft, I already knew who we were going to get. My man Cole Anthony. I wanted to do a Cole Anthony rebuild challenge, but we already got him on this rebuild challenge, so hey, I guess it's a 2-1. So Cole Anthony, 4th overall pick for us. He is our point guard of the future. Him or Frank Ntilikina. I don't know which one of those two players are going to break out, but I'm going to give both those players the opportunity to succeed on this New York Knicks squad. First overall pick went to the Memphis Grizzlies. They got Anthony Edwards. That's pretty good. The Wizards got LaMelo Ball. The Cleveland Cavaliers hopped into the top 3, and they got James Wiseman. And we got Cole Anthony with that 4th overall pick, baby. So moving on with the offseason, Tim Hardaway Jr., of course, picks up the player option on his contract because he already knows nobody's signing him to a contract that good ever again in his career. Bobby Portis, Elfrid Payton, I denied the team options on their contract just to clear some cap space. And I decided to offer the qualifying offers to Damian Dotson, Kadeem Allen, Alonzo Trier, and Ivan Rabb, who, by the way, his overall jumped up to 78. I see you, bro. Put in work. But because we did sign Porzingis to a max contract last season, we have no cap space at all, bro. We're still under the cap, which really sucks because although I was able to sign Jonathan Simmons and Bobby Portis, I tried to get Joe Harris. I wanted him to be the starting small forward for our squad, but we did not have enough cap space to sign the dude. He's a 79 overall, and we need a better small forward instead of Tim Hardaway Jr. But because of the cap, we was not able to sign him. So, of course, the first thing that came to mind was trading Tim Hardaway Jr., which was going to happen nonetheless. And going through all the trade offers, the best possible trade that I found for Tim Hardaway Jr. was a one-on-one trade with Otto Porter. I mean, although his contract is a bit bigger, he's a better player in my opinion than Tim Hardaway Jr., better defender as well, and he's going to come in handy next season, keeping us competitive. So since we didn't get anybody during free agency this year, I'm gonna go ahead and make that trade. Otto Porter, welcome to the squad. So for the next season, we are gonna have a lot of the same players that we had this season, except for, of course, Cole Anthony, Otto Porter. I brought back literally everybody else. Like, we couldn't do anything else with this team based on cap space. So I'll see you guys at the end of the 2020-2021 NBA season. Hopefully, we do better than 29 wins. And at the end of next season, that's exactly what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we went from 29 wins to a 40-win team. We finished the season 40-42, bro. 40-win season, I'll take it. And on top of us winning 40 games, we also have the Rookie of the Year in Cole Anthony. My son balled out for us, averaging 16 points per game, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Cole Anthony, I think we found our point guard of the future, bro. And on top of a 40-win season, and on top of Cole Anthony winning Rookie of the Year for our squad, we made it to the NBA playoffs. In the first round, we are going to be facing off against the first-seeded Milwaukee Bucks. We are the 8th seed. But of course, I do not expect us to win this series at all. First off, because we're an 8th seed facing off against a number 1 seed. And now on top of that, RJ Barrett is injured. So now looking through our player stats for this past season, a lot of our players played very, very well, bro. But RJ Barrett is injured. He has a torn left Achilles. He is out for the season. Kevin Knox is also injured as well. So without RJ Barrett, we're not going anywhere, bro. Like, we need RJ Barrett with Porzingis, with Cole Anthony. That's our big 3 right there of the future. We're not going anywhere without RJ. And that proved to be true because I simulated the playoffs, simulated that first round against the Milwaukee Bucks, and it looked as though we were going to give the Bucks a run for their money. But then guess what happened? We only won 1 game. We didn't get swept, but we still got eliminated. The Milwaukee Bucks won the series 4-1. Hey, at least we didn't get swept, bro. That's all that really matters. But then check this out. The Brooklyn Nets got to the NBA Finals again, this time matched up against the Houston Rockets. And thank you, Houston, for beating the Brooklyn Nets yet again. Kyrie and KD could not get it done yet again. The Rockets win the NBA championship this year. The Clippers won last year. Thank you. As long as it's not the Brooklyn Nets. We're not getting to the offseason yet again. Since we did make it to the playoffs, we ended up being a lottery team, bro. We have the 17th overall pick in this year's NBA draft, and to be honest, I didn't really want this pick. So during the NBA draft, I'm gonna see if I can find a trade for this pick because, like I said, I just don't want it. The 17th pick, bro, I'm sorry, I don't want it, bro. It's not me. But then looking at our staff real quick, David Fizdale still has 2 years left on his contract, but we still need an assistant coach, right? So I was looking through all of these assistant coaches, and I found one assistant coach that will be perfect for this job. And the assistant coach that we got is none other than my man Jason Kidd. He was on the squad the last time that the Knicks were actually good back in 2013. I remember that squad with Jason Kidd, Carmelo. That squad was low-key lit. We were doing our thing back then, bro. So Jason Kidd, the new assistant coach, I signed him to a 4-year deal. Let's put in that work, baby. So now we get to the NBA draft, and I found a pretty decent trade for the 17th pick, but it included a future first rounder, which I'm not trying to give up. But I was interested in getting Zaire Wade, who was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, but I didn't want Robert Covington as well. So I offered the Minnesota Timberwolves our 17th pick and a future second rounder for Zaire Wade, and they accepted the deal. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the New York Knicks, Zaire Wade. My man Dwayne Wade will be proud, bro. You're going to be playing on a big stage. Ah, man, it's gonna be lit. So then, looking at our pending options for this season, I decided to pick up the team option on everybody's contract. Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Knox, RJ Barrett, Iggy Porzingis, Julius Randle. Welcome them all back to the squad. Before we get to free agency, I decided to clear the cap holes on literally everybody on my squad. And guess why? Because here in free agency, we have a lot of good free agents. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, although he's a restricted free agent. Same thing for Jason Tatum. There's a lot of great free agents in this free agency class. I wanted to make a run at somebody. This is the New York Knicks time to shine. We have RJ Barrett, Cole Anthony, Kristaps Porzingis. We just need another star on this squad, and I think we are going to be lit, bro. So right now we have $31 million in free cap space, but big name players like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they want more than $40 million, meaning we are going to have to trade somebody on our squad to make some more cap space. And sadly, the player that I decided to trade was Julius Randle. I'm going to trade him to the Boston Celtics for Robert Williams, so at least we're getting back a good backup center in Robert Williams, and we are getting a future first rounder from the Boston Celtics. It's top 3 protected. The Boston Celtics is not going to finish in the top 3, so we're more than likely going to get that pick. Boston Celtics getting Julius Randle. We're getting Robert Williams. Welcome to the squad, Robert Williams. And on top of that, we cleared a lot of cap space, bro. And because we cleared a lot of cap space, ladies and gentlemen, we were able to sign Paul George. He was an unrestricted free agent. I don't have to worry about nobody matching his contract. So ladies and gentlemen, Paul George leaves the Los Angeles Clippers. He is going to be coming to the New York Knicks. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. And then on top of that, Kawhi Leonard decided to sign with the Chicago Bulls. So Kawhi Leonard and PG both left the Los Angeles Clippers to embark on new adventures, bro. So, bro, our roster heading into next season, we got Paul George, Kristaps Porzingis, Mitchell Robinson is now at 85 overall, Cole Anthony is at 83 overall, RJ Barrett is at 81 overall, Kevin Knox increased, Damian Dotson, we got Robert Williams, Zaire Wade, Jeremy Grant, Kadeem Allen, Maurice Harkless, Iggy Porzingis, Danny Green for defensive purposes. Our roster is looking great, bro. This is definitely a playoff contending team, and in my opinion, we should make it to the NBA Finals, or at least the Eastern Conference Finals with this team. But nonetheless, no matter what happens at the end of this season, this is going to be the last season I'm going to be doing for this rebuild, primarily because the rebuild is over, bro. Like, we already have our squad for the future. Paul George, Kristaps Porzingis, Mitchell Robinson, Cole Anthony, RJ Barrett. We already have our squad. The rebuild is done either way. We have our team for the future. I mean, look at this starting 5. Cole Anthony, RJ, PG, KP, Mitchell Robinson. Then Kevin Knox is going to be 6, man. Oh my God. Yo, this roster is looking lit. It's time to see what we could do this season, bro. And to end the season, we finished with 52 wins. We are a 52-win team. So we won 52 games. We lost 30 games. Pretty lit season, in my opinion. We finished with the 3rd seed in the NBA, and in the first round of the NBA playoffs, we are going to be matched up against the Detroit Pistons. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We definitely have to. Although, it's going to be hard making it out the first 2 rounds because Paul George is injured. Looking at the roster, my man Paul George, broken left ankle, out for 4 to 6 weeks, meaning that we have to get to at least the Eastern Conference Finals for my man Paul George to play, meaning KP, Cole Anthony, and RJ Barrett, you guys are going to have to put the squad on your back until Paul George comes back, and hopefully nobody else gets injured, or else it's over for the playoff hunt. Well, not really for the playoff hunt, but it's over for our playoff hopes at all. Now it's time to simulate past the first round, match up against the Detroit Pistons. They won game 1. We won game 2. Who got game 3? They got game 3. Come on, we got to get game 4. We get game 4. Game 5 goes to us. Come on, all we got to do is win one more game. That does not happen. It goes to a 7-game series, but ladies and gentlemen, we make it out alive. We defeat the Detroit Pistons. And because the series went 7 games, that is kind of good as well because it gives Paul George some more time to heal. So now we are in the second round against the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George is still injured, and right now the Sixers got a 2-0 series lead. Not for long. We pull back to tie the series at 2 apiece. They have a 3-2 series lead, and then we come back to tie the series yet again. So ladies and gentlemen, the series against the Philadelphia 76ers is going to 7 games. I am going to be simulating using Simcast for this final game, bro. I have to. When in doubt, go to Simcast. I'm simulating that game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We won the series. The New York Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Who are we going to be facing in the Eastern Conference Finals? Simulating past the rest of the round, we are going to be facing off against the Boston Celtics. Bro, I thought it was going to be the Brooklyn Nets versus the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. But no, the Nets lost game 7 to the Celtics. And I kind of see why. This Celtics squad is looking pretty good. They got Taco Fall, Avery Bradley came back, Romeo Langford. They got Julius Randle, who we traded to their squad. Marcus Smart. Draymond Green is on the squad. What is going on? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker. That Boston Celtics team is looking very, very good, bro. I'm shook, low-key. But now some good news for us. Paul George, broken left ankle. His injury increased to a day-to-day, so he should be back by at least game 3 against the Boston Celtics, so that's pretty good. Now it's time to simulate the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's see how we do against the Boston Celtics. They got 3-0 series lead, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are battling. We come back to tie the series at 3 games apiece. We are going to game 7. You guys already know when it comes to game 7s, I'm simulating using Simcast. But then check this out. Kristaps Porzingis is injured. Bro, what? So I had to go back. I was like, nah. Porzingis cannot be injured. I go to our roster and I see Kristaps Porzingis have a hyperextended left knee. He's going to be out day to day. Well, it is a day-to-day injury, so he can still play. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. Like, we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. You gotta give it your all, KP. Time to simulate that game 7. And do we win? Do we move on to the NBA Finals? We got a good lead against the Celtics. And ladies and gentlemen, that we do. We blow out the Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, we become the first team in NBA history to come back from a 3-0 deficit. We come back to beat the Celtics on their home court. And ladies and gentlemen, your Eastern Conference champions, the New York Knicks. KP holding that trophy high. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the NBA Finals against the defending NBA champions, the Houston Rockets. They got Westbrook, James Harden, Daniel House, Clint Capella, Marcella. Bro, this series is going to be lit. So now it's time for the moment of truth. Simulating the NBA Finals. We win game 1. The Rockets got game 2. Game 3, we got game 4. But then game 5 goes to the Houston Rockets. We are down 3-2 to Houston. I'm going to be simulating using Simcast. Don't want to take any chances. Let's see how we do. Game went back and forth. But ladies and gentlemen, we pull out all the stops. We force a game 7 against the Houston Rockets for the NBA championship. This is going to be an extremely lit game. Let's see how we do. Simulating using Simcast once again for this final game of the NBA season. Game 7 for all the marbles. Win or go home against the Houston Rockets. Let's see how we do. The simulation is going back and forth. The Rockets got a good lead against us. But guess what? We are battling. We are trying to keep this game as close as possible. The game is tied at 105. 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. I am going to hop into this game. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not playing the game at all. It's going to be CPU versus CPU. Hall of Fame CPU versus Hall of Fame CPU. NBA championship on the line. Let's go Knicks. So as soon as I hop into this game, Paul George is shooting free throws with a chance to give us a 1 or 2 point lead, but he did miss the first free throw because when I hopped into the game, he only shot 1 free throw. So I'm guessing he either had an and 1 or he just missed the previous free throw. But then look at this. We got 1 point lead. Who's this wide open? Paul George. Paul George gives us a 3-point lead. All we got to do is ice this game. We are going to Kristaps Porzingis, but he launched a bad shot, bro. What was that? You can't be launching bad shots like that in the NBA Finals. But then guess what? We are playing some lockdown defense. My man Mitchell Robinson gets us the ball right back. Excellent defense by Mitchell Robinson. Now all we gotta do is put the nail in the coffin. Come on, Porzingis. Why is Porzingis dribbling the ball at the top of the key? Why is he running the pick and roll? Kristaps pulls up and breaks another shot. What is he doing? You can't be taking shots like that in the NBA Finals. Silla gets a wide open shot, knocks it down. Come on, bro. We go into Porzingis again. Porzingis, what is this? He's not passing the ball. He launches a bad hook shot. What is KP doing? Here comes Silla. He is speeding down the court, and just like that, the Rockets retake the lead. They have a 1-point lead. Championship on the line. Who are we going to on this possession? Cole Anthony drives to the basket. I guess he was trying to draw the foul. We are in the bonus. He could not get the foul call. Here comes the Houston Rockets. Whatever we do, we just cannot give up a 3-pointer. James Harden taking his time on this possession, trying to run down the clock. He almost stepped out of bounds on that one. But then here comes James Harden. Shot clock winding down. Championship on the line. He drives and draws the foul. Of course, it's James Harden, bro. Of course, he's going to draw the foul. Porzingis gets he gets fouled out, bro. He gets fouled out. First free throw for James Harden is good. Second free throw, he cannot get it to go. We call timeout. So now we have one more chance to tie the game or take the lead and win the championship. Who are we going to? Cole Anthony stepped on the backcourt line. That should have been a backcourt violation, but guess what? It did not happen. So championship on the line, or we could tie the game. Who's this? Wide open. RJ Barrett for the lead. Cannot get it to go. He misses, but we get the offensive rebound. Could not get the putback. Robert Williams misses the putback. And ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Rockets are your NBA champions. That's crazy right there, bro. 2 chances. 1 chance to take the lead. RJ Barrett wide open. Could not get it to go. Second chance to push the game to OT. Could not get that shot to go. It looks like he was right there by the basket too. Horrible way to lose, bro. Horrible way to lose. And the Houston Rockets are your NBA champs. Again, back-to-back champs. So, ladies and gentlemen, our Knicks came 1 shot away from winning the NBA championship and bringing the championship back to New York. We could not do it. Ah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this what if rebuild or rebuild challenge, whatever you want to call it, rebuild challenge, what if challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what challenge you guys want me to do. Like I said, you guys are going to get a shout out. Your comment will be in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Click one of the videos, or click one of the playlists, I should say. Either to your left, to your right. Click my face. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But bro, I really can't believe that 1 shot away from taking the lead and possibly bringing a championship to New York. Look, number 1 on my chest. I'm wearing my New York Knicks jersey as well. Could not get the job done. Insane, bro. Just insane. But leave a comment in the comment section below. Like I said, this is the Prince of YouTube signing out.